Welcome to Boost of the Juice.
What?
Boost of the Juice.
What?
Boost of the Juice. Hey everybody, welcome to this week's Boost of the Juice.
Yes.
We're so excited to be here.
And be back.
So this week/month, we all know that February is Black History Month.
Hey!
Keep the earrings. So this month we decided, this is a women's empowering group. We decided that we are going to, we decided that we're going to pick a woman every week to highlight, right?
Yeah. During Black History Month,
During
that's
Black
been
History
instrumental or, in Black history. So, wait, before we even go any further, we're so glad to be back because we've been off a couple weeks. I salute the divinity in you.
I salute the divinity in you.
We salute the divinity in you. Okay. Now, so this week we wanted to do Cicely Tyson.
Yes.
She just passed away, I think maybe 8 days ago?
Yeah. So we wanted to, like we said, highlight her this week. Next week it'll be somebody else. If you guys have a suggestion of who y'all like that you would like for us to highlight, let us know. Drop it down in the comments box, and we will try our best to highlight that person.
Yeah. Any Black woman that maybe don't get their just due, you can let us know, and we will definitely have a mention of that person.
Yep. So or we're gonna also talk about like a quote that they said, or something, a famous quote that they may have said, or just a quote that they're known for or maybe not known for. So one that Cicely Tyson said is, challenges make you discover things about yourself you never really knew. So that's the quote that we're going to talk about, but my sissy is going to give a little bit of information on.
Let me go into my notes. So this is just an overview. We will be leaving a link to like her Wikipedia and also maybe a YouTube video, because I've seen several out there that I really like. Just speaking about Cicely Tyson and who she was and what she stood for. So we will have that in the link below so that you can check it out. Hi, where is it? So I'm just going to do a quick overview. Cicely Tyson was born December 19, 1924, and she passed January 28, 2021. She was an American actress and fashion model, and a career spanning more than 7 decades. Wow,
isn't that crazy?
That's amazing. She became known for her portrayal of a strong African-American woman. Tyson received 3 Primetime Emmy Awards, 4 Black Reel Awards, 1 Screen Actors Guild Award, 1 Tony Award, an Honorary Academy Award, and also a Peabody Award.
Period.
So, also I wanted to just touch base. That's just, that's part of her Wikipedia. Like I said, we'll have that down below. I also wanted to just state a few things about her myself. Cicely Tyson was a very sought after powerhouse actress. She made her way. She paved it and pioneered ways for so many Black actresses in that industry, and she was just very like a special lady. I heard someone even mention royalty, like, because she had such grace about herself. I also read someone stated, the fabric of Cicely Tyson was gratitude, gracious with grit. And I love that statement that someone said about her, because that was so her, like they hit it,
Yeah.
She took on characters with purpose and with such passion, and those characters of the women that she portrayed in any movie that she was in were very strong, and they either were a strong person in the movie or elegance, or even when let me just say this, even when she took on any of the characters, whether it was a slave or whatever, because I think in Roots, she was like the mother. Mm-hmm. Even though it was that, you could still feel like that grace. Like she just blessed the screen with her grace and her elegance, and she just was so graceful. I really am a huge Cicely Tyson fan. So we lost, a piece of royalty. We truly did. She was monumental in our community. And what else did I have on here? I remember as a young girl, even growing up watching Cicely Tyson. I think the first thing I seen her on may have been The Women of Brewster's Place. She had a very small part, but I just remember,
that movie,
seeing her on screen, and she just was just amazing. Like, she would draw you into her with her acting skills. She just had a way in front of that camera to make you just feel her presence, and it was so powerful. She always was just so strong in her, character. And I also just feel very blessed because I was able to have my daughter watch her with me, because her last TV show, I believe it might have been one of her last ones, was How to Get Away with Murder. She made several appearances in like Tyler Perry, and I mean, you have to definitely look into her. I mean, she was here 96 years, but my daughter even enjoyed watching her too. She played the mother on of Annalise Keaton on How to Get Away with Murder, for all of my How to Get Away with Murder fans, and she did just phenomenal. So I encourage you to look into her.
Okay. Yes. So I love Cicely Tyson myself. I mean, I for me, I always felt like that you was gonna get in trouble. She had like that.
Yeah.
Like, stop playing. Even, I'm a Tyler Perry fan.
Yeah.
And even when she did
like 3 or 4
tons of his plays.
Yeah.
And then his movies that he turned into plays. So sometimes I still say plays. But even like funny parts or parts that was meant, how Tyler Perry things, here come my dear. Even when she spoke, I love the way Tyler Perry would write her in. It was a part that nobody else could do but her. Even when she was talking about, she's like, yeah, these young people out here gyrate. It's the way she said it, but she said it with such like, it paused you. You could have been cracking up about Madea, everything she was doing, but when she came on and spoke, even in a movie like that, it wasn't as serious as Roots, or what I'm saying.
It's
but when
funny,
she spoke,
but it still caught your attention.
It still caught your attention. Like,
look,
you be while she talking, you like, oh.
I mean, she was such a lady.
She was.
She was just such a lady. I'm such a huge fan of hers, and I appreciate her so much for what she's done, just for our community, and just overall, like, people really loved Cicely Tyson.
And she didn't start young. That's what's amazing. You know what I'm saying? She started, when she was older. I think she was in her 30s when she first started. So it wasn't like she started, super young or grew up in it. She started like later on for people who, act or whatever. And 7 decades, that's huge.
That's huge.
So I'm gonna use her note so I can get the quote. But the quote, like I said, was, challenges make you discover things about yourself that you never really knew.
Right.
Which I love that quote, and that quote caught my attention because, first off, I think, imagine what she went through being 96, right? So imagine what she went through when she first started. First of all, being a woman trying to get into, acting or the entertainment, right? Because acting is a form of entertainment. And then a black woman at that.
And she grew up in that time of whites only, colored hair. So she came through a lot of trials and tribulations. That's what, and so
so when I think about that quote, it I think about what she had and went through, like what made her think of that, like what did she get over when she said challenges make you discover things about yourself you never really knew, just like you never knew but you never really knew. That means, how you go through something in your life where you had to like pull something so deep down within yourself to get you out of it. That's what that quote did for me. I'm like, that quote is so true. The hardest things, you're going through something, you feel like you're never going to see the end of it. You're never going to see the other side of it. And then when you get on the other side, you like, man, I didn't even know I had that in me.
Yeah.
I pulled through that.
Because challenges, that's exactly right. And if you really think about that, it helps shape you. It molds you. Like when you get through these challenges in your life or whatever it is that you're going through, sometimes it just defines you as a person. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And in this case, a woman, it just helps define who you are, what you have in you, what it took, your strength. You know what I mean? And like, just to get you through. And when you get on the other side of that thing, you're amazed at your own self. You know what I mean? So sometimes sometimes challenges are just necessary.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To show what do you have, you know?
And challenges can come in all different forms. You know what I'm saying? Hers could have been trying to get a part of a movie, or she didn't get it because of the color of her skin, or whatever it could have been. But challenges could be your kids just trying to, you know how, like, my oldest is 18 and he was about 16. I didn't know where we was gonna be at 18. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a challenge to get to the stage. They think they're grown, they think they know everything. Now they like it girls, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when you're that as a mom, you it go from you being like that, you know, hi, to mom, you know, because somebody, this little girl that came around, and they more important. But that's another book, okay? But I'm just saying, I didn't think that I was gonna ever get to the point of how we are right now. What's up, mom? Hey, babe. Or he'll just sit down. What you going through? How was your day at work? Or when I'm leaving, all right, bye, mom. You know, be careful. You know, or I even have my kids now like, text me so we know you made it. And I'm looking like, when did these roles change? You know what I'm saying? But when 2 years ago, I was in tears. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. You know, so that was a challenge, but we're on the other side of it. You know what I'm saying? And it feels good when you get on the other side of it. It feels necessary, and then it helps you for my next kid. You understand? So that's what I mean. Like she said, most challenges. Thank you, Cicely. Most challenges that you go through, it defines you, but some of them is necessary. Like, if I wouldn't have went through that with my oldest son, now I have another son that's coming up on 16, and he don't, you know, I'm ready for it. I done did it already. You know what I'm saying?
Said it already.
Okay? All right?
Don't play with her already.
Okay? So that challenge was necessary because now I'm ready. But just think 2 years ago, I was like, I can't do this. So,
and your challenges always can show you, like, what are you made of?
Come on.
Like, even with kids, like, when they're in school, when they're in high school, they're having a tough time. They're going through this. Maybe the class is hard. Maybe they're being bullied. Maybe, you know, whatever they challenge might be. When you get out on the other side of anything that challenges you, it shows you what you're made of, you know, and it gives you a sense of pride within yourself, about yourself. Like, man, okay, I did that. I'm okay with that. And then I think also, like, when you get through on the other side of whatever challenge it is, it shows you
your strength.
I'm trying to think of the word I'm looking for, but your strength. It just shows you, like, it just get down and dirty. Like, what are you made of?
Let's do it.
Who were you? And this is where I am now.
Yep.
You know, and I think it helps encourages you for the next time when you're going through something. You can always think back to that challenge that you were last in, and it, like, it helps you remember, like, man, well, I got through that. I can get through this. You know what I mean? And it helps you appreciate what you went through as well, because it's like, man, look at me. Like, I'm like, really something.
I'm telling you, it's amazing what we can do as women. You know what I'm saying? And what we can get through as women, and what we can overcome. You know what I'm saying? No slight to the men, but I'm just saying, it's so amazing. Just think about how we are adapters, how, you know what I'm saying, we function, how we might not be in management, but we're managers. We manage our home, we manage our schedules, we manage our children's schedule. You know what I'm saying? We might not be head of a company and all of that different stuff, but man, without us, we the VP. You know what I'm saying?
And people say women are the backbone, and I really do believe in
it. It is so real.
Women are so strong, you know, because sometimes it's a challenge just to be a woman in this world. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Granted, that is changing. You know, now we have a VP, vice president, female.
I know, and I'm like,
VPs.
I didn't even think about that.
So, you know what I mean? So, I mean, it's changing, but it's tough being a woman. And with this being Black History Month, I want to put that out there too. It's tough being a Black woman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, it takes strength and resilience, and it takes that, you know, that push and that oomph, you know, to really get through things. So, Cicely was on point. Miss Cicely, excuse me.
Excuse us.
Excuse me. Miss Cicely Tyson was on point.
You didn't earn to just call her Cicely.
No, I
would never.
I would never.
She has 7 decades.
I'm so proud of her and all of her accomplishments and accolades, and and it made me feel good growing up watching her on TV, because she looked like me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was like, man, that's our people on there, you know, and it makes you feel good, you know.
So the purpose of us doing this and saying this quote is because this week I want us to think about that if you're having a challenge in something, if you're struggling with something, whether it's your kids, work, home, change, whatever it may be, you know, first of all, you're stronger than you think.
That's right.
And I want to put that out there. You're much, much stronger than you think. People are dealing with so many things in the world, deaths, just losing of parents and everybody, you know what I'm saying? So much is going on, but just think about
illness,
illness, everything.
Some people aren't recovering from this COVID thing. You know? It's hard on their muscles, you know what I mean? Because even if they got on the other side of it, maybe they're in therapy trying to recover those muscles and get things back to normal,
or even your mental stability after having it, because it brings such a fear. Somebody who has had it, right? It brings such a fear on you that mentally you got to get yourself back together. Like, you know, you fine, you feeling better, you got your taste back, you got your smell back, right?
Oh my God,
and you
you
feeling good. But then, you know, for me, for anybody who may be struggling with it or a kid, whatever, I had to mentally get myself back in order to say that I'm okay, because, you know, the news and people and you keeping track of stuff, it plants a seed of fear, and whether it's on purpose or not, I'm not here to try to get into all that, but it plants a seed of fear that you're not ready for and that you don't quite understand until it either hits your home or you, or close to you, you know what I mean? Like your family. Right now it's just something you see on TV and you're hearing about, but until it hits somebody close that you know, not a friend of a friend, but close that you know, you know, it's a different space. So even that, when I think about the quote, you know, the challenges make you, you know, when I think of that, it makes you be like, man, that's a strength that has to come behind that. That's mental strength, whether it's physical, you know what I mean? All that pull. This week, I really want everybody to focus on digging into that inner strength. That's my point.
What challenges are you facing that will make you, you know, that you feel you can come out stronger? First of all, the mind is so powerful.
Man.
I remember growing up, I remember hearing the mind is a terrible thing to waste. It used to be on some commercial or whatever, but
I think it was This Is Your Mind.
This is your brain. It was an egg frying.
This is your brain.
And they say, this is your brain. And then they'll have fry the egg and they say, this is your brain on drugs. And then they go, any questions? And they go to dead silence. And that was such a weird little commercial. But your mind is such a terrible thing to waste, because it's so powerful and it can help you get through everything.
Man.
You know, if you believe you can, you can.
Yep.
And if you believe you can't, you've already failed.
Yeah.
So I want you to think about that. What challenges are you facing right now that you know that, man, let me just get myself together so that I can get through this, so you can get on the other side. And we want to know about that. Like, hit us up. Let us know. Maybe you've already faced the challenge and you got out of that. Comment below and let us know.
Yeah, and maybe at the end of our boost, if we have comments from the week before, if somebody want us to hit something or we want to discuss something from a comment, maybe because this week we're just kind of doing, this month we're doing quotes, so we would have time to maybe answer a question or comment on a comment.
And maybe we'll do that with the Google Meet. Like we're going to do a Google Meet. So
or Zoom, whichever one is easier. Zoom probably.
So this month we'll finish up and we'll do our Black History, you know, and touch on those women that were in leadership or pioneers and helped pave the way for so many of us, and we're so grateful. And then we'll have next month we'll do the Zoom Meet, so that we can get a chance to kind of be online with everyone and see our juicers and talk to people who have those questions, and we can answer some of those questions too.
Yeah, so I'm down. That's the boost.
That's our boost.
That's the boost of the week. I want you guys to definitely remember subscribe. I messed that up.
Subscribe, comment, use the notification bell so you'll know when our videos are coming up.
And another thing we're going to start doing, and it'll probably be in the comments this week, if not this week, next week, is if you want to give donations.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna have a Cash App, and if you like what you hear, if you want to donate, if you want to, you know what I mean,
so we can keep
keep it going.
Yeah.
You know, expand it, be able to do different things. Just drop a donation to the Cash App that we're gonna have,
or whatever it is that you provide.
The
is
Lord
very,
puts
very
on
much
your
appreciated.
little hearts.
Yeah.
Go ahead
and
and it's gonna go definitely toward boost of the juice with the Chatted Up Girls.
Okay.
With the what?
Message.
Okay. So I definitely wanted to put that out there, and we always love you guys. We love our juicers. We thank you for your support.
Yeah.
And I can't say S's today.
Essence.
S. I can't. I'm trying to say
S's. Okay.
Subscribe. I messed up.
Subscribe.
I messed up. Jesus. But anyway, so we thank you.
Thank you. We're so grateful to you. So thank you. That's our boost. Now you got the juice.
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 Bye.